Welcome to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite provides you with all the resources you need to become a successful author. You can learn more about Authors Unite and join the free community at authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. And today I have Rohit Sharma with us. He's with the business development team at Martech Series, which is a tech media publication into marketing, sales, and ad tech. So welcome to the show, Rohit.
Hey, Tyler. Thank you for inviting me. Happy Friday, man.
Of course. Happy Friday, and thank you for joining us. We'll dive right in. The first question that I have for you is, what's the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
So my father served with the military. He's a very disciplined and a wise man. And when I was very young, he told me once, if you want to change anything, you start your day with making your bed. And then he went further. The first thing you'll receive is a sense of accomplishment that you have completed one task today. And then when you come back and you have had a bad day, there's a already made bed waiting for you to crash in. The story came to me a little bit later when I understood what he was trying to tell me is, do the little things, little tasks, complete the little tasks that you have at your hand, and it will give you strength to chase the bigger ones.
Yes, I love that. Thank you for sharing that. And what's the most valuable piece of information we should know that is within your expertise or industry?
So I'm majorly into sales and marketing, and I believe it should go for everybody else. Networking would be the most important thing if you want to be successful in sales and marketing. So meet people who are smarter than you, and take a genuine interest in their lives. That is personal and professional. Take an interest in their work, and you'll come out a wiser man yourself.
And what's your best piece of overall business advice, so not necessarily industry specific?
I would say help, and if you can't help, at least try to. So if you believe that, for example, if there's another product that can help a potential client, you should go ahead and make that suggestion, because the lifetime value of a particular sale is way lower than the lifetime value that you will achieve when you have earned someone's trust. So I'll give you an example. So I have a client who got together with a couple of his engineering buddies and made a wonderful product. And we reached out to him that we would like to work with you, and this is what we can do for you. And he said, Rohit, I really want to do that, but I'm still looking for a marketing officer who can handle it for me. I'm a tech guy. I do not know how to handle this. So I know someone in the Bay Area who is an executive recruiter, and I made the connection. They both connected with each other. Now he has hired a chief marketing officer, and we're going to start working very soon.
Very nice. And so if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
Oh man, I have been a troubled kid. So I would give myself so many advices. But the most important would be patience. So quality takes a little time to prepare. So keep the head down and put the work in. Results will come. Listen more, talk less, and invest in yourself. Try to improve it every day.
And in your opinion, what is the key to happiness?
Okay, that would be the most difficult questions. I believe we have higher chances of finding life on Mars before finding answer to that. But in my opinion, if charity begins at home, happiness begins with yourself. So eat well, rest well, take care of your mental health, enjoy your work, and make time for your loved ones. And if you could do that, I think you are already happy.
And what is the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
Tana, I read a lot of books, and one book that has really changed me as a person, have turned me into a better person, is Starts with Why by Simon Sinek. So when Simon speaks, all that comes out of his mouth are words of wisdom. But it will help you understand who you are as a person, and it will also help you understand other people as well. And when you're able to understand people, you will get better in your personal life as well as in professional life.
And what is your favorite quote and why?
My favorite quote would be "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." I know you've heard this, but my father gave me his version of this particular quote, and it goes something like this: To get somewhere, you will have to first leave from where you are. So what he was trying to tell me is, if you want to do something different, you're not going to be able to do that unless you try something different.
Mm. Yes. Thank you so much for coming on, man. So much value in this episode. The last question I have for you before we let you go is, where's the best place for people to find you online?
Hey, guys, I'm on all the social media platforms. The best way to find me is, you can always log on to martechseries.com. You'll have an email and a number to reach me directly. And if you would like to hit me up on LinkedIn, just type Rohit Sharma, ROHIT SHARMA, and Martech Series, and I would be the only result.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Ty. Thank you for inviting me here. I've been listening to your podcast, and you've interviewed so many wonderful people with so many inspiring stories. So I'm humbled to be here today.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it, man. We're both going to have a great Friday.
Oh, of course we are. You have a good Friday, man.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.